All right, my penny shopping and deal saving friends. I know many of you are brand new to this page and brand new to this penny shopping thing. So we're going to go over how to do it and the rules. So our first rule is do not talk to the employees about penny items. You're expected to go find these items yourself. Don't walk into the store and say, "Hey, I'm here for your penny items. Where are they?" No, guys, that's not how it works. The employees are supposed to remove these pennies off of the shelf. They're not supposed to be there for you to buy at all. Most weeks, the stores will get a list of items. Sometimes they'll get two lists, but they'll get a list of items, and Dollar General corporate will say, pull these items from the shelves and go put them in the back, and it'll say either throw them away or send it back, depending on what it is. But when those items get left on the shelf and they go to a penny, that's when we can go in and find them. But it's like a scavenger hunt. It's not their job to help you find where those items are. In fact, they're supposed to get them off the shelf so you can't find them. Please, please, please respect your store. If you go into an area and you're going through all the towels or all the rugs or all the blankets, please put everything back. These stores and their employees work very hard to keep their stores organized. And in some stores you've been into, you can tell it's almost impossible because people just go through different areas. But the worst thing is to go into a store and be like, well, I can tell the penny shoppers have been here. Don't be that person. If you go through the towels, that's great. Fold them back up, put them away. Go through the rugs, put them away. Just please don't leave a mess. And if you can, leave it even better than you found it. I will often go into stores and clean up the rug area just so I can say that I helped out the store just a little bit. All right, now that you know about this penny shopping thing, you want to try it. The first thing you have to do is get the Dollar General app. The Dollar General app is where the scanner is, so you can go around and scan the items around your store. So you're going to open the app scanner and you're going to scan items. And if you see the price of 0.00 or very rarely 0.01, you have found yourself a penny item. Sometimes it will say item not found or out of stock. It does not matter. Whatever the price says is the price. So if you see something that says out of stock, $8, but you're holding it in your hand, it just means their inventory is horrible. Has nothing to do with it if it's a penny. It has to say 0.00 or 0.01 for that item to be a penny at that store. And you also need to make sure that you're in the correct store whenever you're scanning items. So if you go from your local store to a store farther away, just make sure you switch between those stores. I get asked a lot, how do you know what to scan? How do you just walk up to an item and pick it up and be like, hey, I know this is a penny? It's called Penny Radar. So when the known penny list comes out, we usually put videos out that say what the items are. So for one, study the visuals of the known penny list. But there's also a surprise list sometimes, and those are the ones where you go in and you scan. You can scan 200 or 300 different items to find out what those pennies are. So I'm going to go to my first store and I will scan 200 things in the NCI section. Well, when I go to the next store, I don't have to scan this again. I already knew it wasn't a penny, so I'm not going to scan it again. So it gets easier and easier and easier the more items that you scan. So that's how a lot of us can just go walk up and make it look so easy and be like, oh, I found a penny. All right, you may see this a lot. YMMV. Your miles may vary. And what that simply means is what's a penny at my store may not be a penny at your store. Most of the time when Dollar General puts this item as a penny, it's a penny everywhere. But occasionally that's not so. And it might be a penny at my store and the store next to me, but the next two stores I go to, it's not a penny. So that's why it's very important to know what you're looking for, but also scan with the Dollar General app to make sure that it's actually a penny at your store as well. And I also want to talk to you about lookalikes. You can have two items that look completely identical in every single way, except when you turn it over, it has different UPCs. The UPC is what determines the price of an item. The other day, I picked up two lamps, scanned the first one, it was a penny. Hey, there's another one there. I grabbed it. It had different UPCs. One of them was a penny and one of them was full price. So you may say, I scanned that same thing in my store. They had a different UPC. Be prepared for limited stock. Sometimes you're going to go into a store and there's nothing there. For one, the employees have done their job and they pulled the items. And two, for surprise pennies, sometimes you go into a store and there's just nothing there. And then you go to the next store and you get two carts. A lot of the items that are full price, especially in the NCI section, that are full price and go to a penny overnight, those are old items. Like some of these lamps and different things that went in the NCI section were 5 to 7 years old. So they've been in the store for a while. So one, somebody may have bought it in the last 7 years. And for two, maybe your store never got it in the first place and that's why it's not there. This is not an absolute rule, but I do like to keep track of my penny finds, and honestly, that's how I started creating. I simply took a picture of my first penny finds that I ever found and shared it on Facebook, and here I am. But it's not a requirement. So let's talk about something that happens, but rarely, rarely happens. Let's say you scanned an item, beep, it's 0 in your app, you scanned it, you know it's for sure, this rug is a penny. You take it up to the register and it scans across, and it scans for $8. There's nothing that that employee did to make it $8. The system is saying it's $8. Whatever the system is saying that item is what it is. I've only had 4 times ever that I have scanned items and it said a penny in my app, and I get up there and the register says it's not. We don't really know why it happens. It's just something that happens occasionally. We theorized that maybe the system didn't get shut down correctly overnight, and so it didn't get caught up with the new prices. But anyway, don't argue with them. They can't control what the scanner says at the register. It's above their pay grade, people. Just simply say, "Oh my gosh, I thought that was on sale. Can you take that off? And I'm gonna go put that back." And then go put it back on the shelf, because that's not the employee's job either. But don't argue with them. There's nothing they can do about it. And honestly, if you go back in the next day or two, it'll probably be a penny then. The system just needed time to catch up, but be nice to the employees about it. So here is that whole list of items if you'd like to screenshot that real quick. But just know, penny shopping is so fun, it's so exciting, and obviously I love doing it. But if we want penny shopping to stick around, we need to make sure to follow the rules. The only one that I didn't make a slide for is if you have a problem with a store trying to sell you a penny item, you can ask to speak to the manager. Now, if it is a manager, go to the district manager. Please try not to call corporate. We don't want penny shopping, penny shopping, penny shopping to be the only calls that they ever get. The district manager will usually take care of it and reiterate to the employee that you know there's a penny policy, the customer found a penny, and you have to sell it, because that's what the penny policy says. And feel free to screenshot that as well. And I always keep a copy of this in my phone. I very rarely have a problem, but if I do, all I have to do is bring up the penny policy, and I've never had a problem after that. So now that you have the app, you know what you're going to go into the store and scan, or have a vaguely idea of what you know you're going to go scan. It's time to go do it. And as always, have fun, my penny shopping friends. Bye.